Now batting, Chris Taylor. He will lead this one off today. Here comes the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Just a perfect afternoon for baseball. 80 degrees under clear blue skies. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Chris Taylor is retired to lead off the ball game. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Seager, 23 years old. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Just getting started here in the Bronx. Cold strike, 0-2. Drilled right back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so
swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. Here's Brett Gardner now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. This is pulled into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Gardner aboard here at first with nobody out. High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So coming to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Giancarlo swings, and this ball is hit well into left field. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Bellinger in foul ground. Into the stands. He got it. So stepping in, Greg Bird. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Taylor moves over. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Yankees. We are still scoreless. Next for the Dodgers, Yasiel Puig. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd. second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. Line to the right side, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, D-Roll. Breaking ball up and away, hard slider up out of the zone, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand, and that usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Stepping into the box, Jock Peterson. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. This is pulled into right, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
That one had extra bases written all over it. Great sliding catch, and he also kept the runners right where they were at.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike 1. Oh, right back to him on the mound. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. As they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Skied into very shallow right. Puig's got a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in a lineup, but a guy who can play Gold Glove first base and move to the outfield.
Taylor is there, 2 gone.
Batting 7, center fielder, Aaron.
Ready now, Aaron Hicks. Will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Hard on the ground towards short. Played on the backhand. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're set for the top half of the third from the Bronx.
Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Taylor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Good back-to-back sliders right there. That just tells me that he feels really good about his breaking ball, and if he continues to have good command of that hard slider, he should continue to do well in this ball game.
Still 1-2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. fouled off. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Seager, the runner at first with 2 gone. Yanked on the ground down the line. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. He pulls into third safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Man, the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded, but the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
Bellinger is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the hard.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Gardner going back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. We'll head now to the home half of Brandon Drury will bat next as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. Late swing at a slider for a strike. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Puig moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. So striding in, Brett Gardner, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Puig giving chase. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Ready for another chance? Aaron Judge, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Kershaw comes set. Here it is on 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Taylor is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Yanks leave 1. They're down 1-0. Stepping up now, Yasiel Puig, a base hit in his first trip. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. high in the air out towards shallow right. Judge is under it. 1 out. Digging in to try it again. Matt Kemp comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Kemp, originally from the Sooner State of Oklahoma. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2003 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Matt Kemp sent packing for the 2nd out of the inning. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they hold.
Leading off the 4th for the Yankees.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Carlos Santa.
High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. He's got it 1 away.
First baseman number 33, Greg Bird.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Greg Bird. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the 2nd deck and gone. A solo shot that time for Greg Bird. And the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Now batting, catcher, Gary.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. Hit hard. Foul. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. And the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
That's not an easy thing to do, to go back-to-back. When the guy in front of you goes deep, you walk up to the plate and you feel like, hey, I'm going to do what he just did. How about that? Back-to-back bombs.
The batter,
Here's Didi Gregorius.
Gregorius.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron.
Digging in now, Aaron Hicks. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Lazy fly ball out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs. Now to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
windup and the 0-1. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Now at the plate, Logan Forsythe. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Sliders in for a strike.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that stone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
No balls and a strike to count. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set. Brandon Drury will bat next. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to short. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Oh, what a stop on the slide. So 1 away after the phenomenal defensive effort. Well, that was certainly worth another look with Showtrack. He made that play look easy, but the sliding stop is anything but. Then he rifles the ball across the infield to complete the out. Just a great play all the way around. Here's Brett Gardner now.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Puig's got a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's big Aaron Judd. No hits to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Taylor is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead it. First delivery to him on the way. Swings through the slider there.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Justin Turner. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Grounded down the third baseline. To third. Drury fields it cleanly. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
First baseman number 35.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Popped him up. And this will land foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Left side of the infield into the shift. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. And he is in there.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez.
The swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play.
He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse.
And this will reach the wall out around the 318 sign. And he's in safely to third as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
First pitch of the at-bat. Didi swings and belts a ball to right field. This is carrying well. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Tom Kohler takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. In now, Aaron Hicks.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Four runs here in this half inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Taylor. 1 down. Into the box, Brandon Drury. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Skied into straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Ronald Torreyes. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. hit the other way out toward right field. Puig is there, and that retires the side. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's now 6-1 in favor of New York. In now is Yasiel Puig. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So here's Matt Kemp now. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. On its way is pitch number 75. Right there for strike 1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The left fielder, number 31.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
The catcher, number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He was a ground out victim last time up. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Peterson is off at first with 2 away.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Gardner is there, and that ends the inning. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. Riding in once again, Brett Gardner. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. The windup and the 0-1. This is skied into short left center. Peterson comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, designated hitter.
Digging in, Giancarlo Stanton. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a high pop-up. Bellinger